Hey, welcome back to Schmuckle Farm. It's Jerry. Got to do a little bit of work on the tractor today, get some fencing materials from around the horse barn. Have a new horse coming in this evening around 6, and I cleaned out the stall he's going into yesterday. Went and got a big load of sawdust, so today I got to get the stall ready for him, and looking forward to having him here. And the other thing that I need to do today, after I get done cleaning out the other horse stalls, is I'm going to be building a portable hay feeder. Rather than putting an entire round bale in the pasture for the goats, I'm going to take a pallet and bolt the cage that went on one of the IBC water totes. You've seen those, they're stackable. The actual tank comes out pretty easy, and then you're left with a cage, which is a perfect thing to fill up with hay for goats. So there's the tote that was in it. And since I don't know what was in them before, I'm not going to use them for water. I'll probably cut them in half and make shelters for the baby goats to crawl in. But I'm just not going to use them for water at all. But you just take a regular pallet, and this is the cage. It has openings just the right size for goats, and it already has brackets on it. Basically, I'm just going to bolt it to the top of the pallet, put a plywood top on it, and then fill it full of hay from a round bale and go put it in the goat enclosure. And that will give them something to munch on, because right now, coming into winter, the grass just isn't there anymore, and the browse, they've eaten most of it out of both pastures. This goat has decided to be friendly for some reason. That's Peter, he coughs a lot. This is the goat's favorite time of morning because she gets to come in after the horses go out and clean up all the corn that they dropped in the hay. And if you thought this wasn't going to be an educational video, here's a pro tip for you. For all you aspiring manure shovelers, if you're going to be scooping poop from miniature horses or from adult goats, get the mini fork. Tines are closer together, picks up the little poop, works like a charm. Pro tip for the week. Little babies are really growing. All right, second morning. The new horse came in last night. It's gelding, Paso Fino. And I want to talk real quick about when you're mixing horses that are not familiar with each other. There's a few things that you need to do to make sure everything goes smoothly. Now I'll take Nugget out first. He is the most dominant horse in the pasture. The little miniature gelding is also a very dominant horse, so I'll take them out and shut them off in a separate pasture to start with. Aztec, ready to come out, buddy? All right, so the first thing I'll do with a new horse, which is, the goats are not part of the program, is I'll take them out and walk them around. for just a minute, let him kind of get used to it, because when he came in here it was almost dark last night. And I also put Tex out with him because Tex is very docile. He's not a dominant horse at all, so he's not going to be pushing him around. So it's a pretty good sign. He's comfortable with Tex. They spent the night side by side stalls, and he's trotted around. We walked around on the lead rope, had himself a good roll. Seems to be overall pretty happy with what's going on, which is what you really want to see. If the horse is intimidated by the other horses, which obviously he is not, then you probably want to separate them into a paddock by themselves. Overall, in a pretty good mood. Now, with the exception of the round bale of hay that's out because the winter grass is down, I do not feed horses in groups at all. I will not feed grain unless everyone is in their stalls first. And this is why you separate them to begin with. These horses are not aggressive, but in his mind, he doesn't know them. So if all of these horses go running at him at one time, it's going to be intimidating. It's going to make him defensive. Now, obviously, baby goats mobbing you is something entirely different. But as you can see, he's following Tex around. They're getting along fine. This makes for a very smooth transition for him. He's comfortable and he's happy. He's trotting around, he's alert. So this, in my opinion, is just the best way to do it. So I'm gonna hang out with him for a few more minutes, and then I'm gonna go back down and take care of some other stuff at the other barn. Until next time, thanks for watching. Really hard to shoot video with them around.